What's going on, everybody? This is BK Plays, and today we will be rebuilding the Philadelphia 76ers. There's a couple of ways we can go with this. The team's been doing pretty well this year in 2025-2026 season, but I think what I'm going to do is do what we thought was going to happen in the off season, where we thought Joel and Paul George were going to be hurting the team. So I think what we're going to try to do is invest heavily in the young core, see what assets we can get back for the old geezers, and then see what we can turn this team into. Just to see how he does in the sim, because I haven't really focused on him before. We're going to take Derek Queen, and then DeJounte Murray, who's a sim demon, always helps teams out. And we're going to be giving up Joel Embiid and Kyle Lowry. Okay, and I surveyed the league for Podcast P, and we weren't able to get any assets back, but what we are able to get is a expiring contract in Chris Middleton and Justin Champagnie, who's incredible at rebounding if I know which Champagnie this is. Let's see. Per 36. Yep, this is the one that rebounds. And he's shooting threes pretty well, too. Okay, yeah, we'll take that. Trading Johnny Broom for Ariel Huckporty and a second round pick. Trading Huckporty for 2 second round picks. Trading Eric Gordon for a first round pick from the Houston Rockets and a second round pick. We're going to trade Trenton Wofford and a second round pick for a first round pick in Bismack Biyombo. And after that, what we're going to do is fill out the roster with the remaining free agents that are available to us. Let's see if we can sign Ben Simmons. He'll fill whatever gap we need. He could play 1 through 5, and then it'll be fine. We will sign Malik Beasley as well, and that fills out our roster. Let's take a look at our rotation. All right, it's point guard and shooting guard heavy. We need some small forward and power forwards. We're going to see if we can just adjust some of the guys we have, move them up maybe. Kelly Oubre can be a power forward. Quinn Grimes can be a small forward. Chris Middleton's a power forward already. Okay, so that's fine. Ben Simmons is not going to be a point guard. We'll make him a power forward. Let's see what that does to our team. Okay, this should be fine. Let's see if we can move point guards up to shooting guards. Yep, yeah, actually just make DeJounte Murray a small forward. And that should, yep, that makes our team pretty even there. And I will try, I think we have enough to be competitive this year. I'm going to stretch the rotation a little bit. Let's see who that puts in the lineup. Yep, that should be fine. We will be sending Jared McCain down to the G League, as well as Adem Bona, so that they develop. And for coaching game plan, if you've seen my other videos, you know what we're going to be doing. We're going to be crashing the boards, limiting perimeter shots, playing physical defense. We are going to be patient on offense, and we are going to get shooters open. Let's send to the trade deadline and see how we're doing. All right, we have just accepted a trade for Maxime Reynaud and a second round pick for Quentin Grimes. He was on an expiring deal. We weren't sure if we could bring him back. This guy is a 79 overall center. We get some assets back, and we get multiple years on his contract. Worst comes to worst, we trade him in the offseason for assets. They're already sick of Paul George. We traded Paul George away, and they're trying to give him back already. But they are offering Keyshawn George. Oh, it's Keyshawn George, not Keontae. Yep, we're going to pass on that. Never mind. You keep Podcast P. All right, we are at the trade deadline, and we are 37-13. Let's take a look at our stats. And we're going to look at the team stats because we've done good enough to warrant a look at that. We are not a top 10 offense. We are the best defense in the league. We have the 5th best point differential, shooting 50% from the field, which is close to top 10. Actually, it's middle of the pack. We're top 10 in three-pointers made, and we're top 5 in three-point efficiency. Very good there. Not too great at free throws made or attempted. And we are not very good at converting them, if I could find us. Yeah, well, no, we're very bad at that. Let's take a look at our rebounds. We are a top 10 rebounding team. In terms of dishing the ball, we are bottom of the league. Okay, so we got some places we can improve. But I mean, hey, we're doing pretty well. We're first in the conference. Let's take a look at our player stats. Tyrese Maxey shooting 50% from 3 on almost 9 attempts per game, giving us crazy, crazy efficiency. Andre Drummond hitting 50% of his threes too, barely taking a shot a game, not even 0.1 a game. Kelly Oubre shooting decent, we'll take that. DeJounte Murray shooting well, that's good. Edgecombe shooting 40% in his rookie year, already an 83 overall. 38% from Malik Beasley, we'll take it. Chris Middleton is kind of hurting us a little bit, but that's fine. He's an expiring contract. He'll be gone soon. Champagnie not shooting well. Hopefully he's rebounding for us. Derek Queen not shooting well either, but he's a rookie. We'll have to give him a little bit of room to grow. And Edwards just sucks. So let's see if we can move Edwards. Unless he's hurt. Nope, there he is. Just give us any... Yep, yeah, we'll take a first round pick in Isaac Jones. That'll work. Okay. Do we have anyone that we need to extend? We have one guy. We have Chris Middleton. I guess he's a vet. We'll extend him for 2 years. And then we can always move him in the offseason. All right. And also, let's take a peek at the player stats. But let's look at per 36. And let's look at rebounds. Drummond giving us a ton of rebounds. Almost 13 a game. Shinpenny with 11. Queen, Biombo. Then Reynaud, this is the guy we traded for Grimes. So getting us 11 points a game, 7 rebounds. Hopefully he's being efficient. Who cares? He's a rookie and we might even move him for assets. That's fine. And then in terms of assists, Ben Simmons is leading the way. And behind him is Maxey, Murray, and Queen. Steals, Murray getting 1.5 a game, close to Maxey and Drummond as well. Blocks, we have Barlow leading the way, followed by Drummond and Shinpenny. All right. So we have a pretty good team, 37-13. We'll take that, considering that we basically shaved some guys, got more assets. And I think we have enough to compete in this offseason. We probably won't win the chip, but let's sim to the end of the season and see how we do. Victor Wembanyama is your MVP. He has 27, 12, and 4. He has a steal and 3 blocks per game. I have a guess who's going to be DPOI. Rookie of the year is Cooper Flagg. And let's see what he did over VJ. So VJ had 15, 3, and 3. A steal, not even a block a game. Shooting 50-40. And Cooper, he shot a little bit less efficiently from 3. But we'll let him have that. 6th man of the year is Khalil Ware with 11 rebounds, 12 points. Shooting efficiently from 3 as well. Victor is your DPOI. Most improved player is Myas Kita. Jason Tatum is your clutch player of the year with 28, 6, and 5. Coach of the year is Mark Daignault. And Jesse Gregory, we are the executive of the year. Moving into the postseason, we are the number 1 seed. We will be facing off against the Brooklyn Nets. Let's just sim until we lose. All right, we lost 1 game, but I'm going to keep going. Keep going. Oh my God, don't do a 3-0 comeback. Come on. All right, let's shorten the rotation. We got 11 guys right now. We'll cut it down to 8 just to get through this 1 game. And we're going to do Simcast. And it looks like we're doing fine. Yeah, that should get it done. Good stuff. We will be facing off against the Cleveland Cavaliers now. Win game 1, game 2, lose game 3, lose game 4, and lose game 5. All right. This 8-man rotation is not working. DeJounte is a little bit hurt. Drummond is very hurt. I think given this, let's stretch it to 9. That'll bring Simmons into the lineup. There's not much we could do because I know Cleveland shoots a decent amount of 3s, so we have the right system set up for them. Crashing the glass, limiting perimeter shots, playing physical defense, getting shooters open. We have the right system. All we can do is simcast and hope that watching the score go up is going to help us win the game. All right. It does not look like it will be our year. Yep, the Philadelphia 76ers are eliminated in the 2nd round. Knicks win in the Eastern Conference semifinals, led by Karl Anthony Towns, going up against Anthony Davis. And the New York Knicks are the NBA champions with Finals MVP Karl Anthony Towns. As a Knicks fan, that ain't going to be happening. All right, we have one of the fabled Hakeem Olajuwon players in this draft. I haven't seen what our draft assets are yet, but we will be trading up to get this guy, Mitchell Jefferson. Okay, we have absolutely no picks in this round, but we will be trading every single 1st-round pick and maybe even some players to get that 1st-round pick. All right, we will be trading with the Bulls, and let's just load up all of our 1st-round assets and see if that's enough to get this guy. It is not. We will have to give more. And so let me find the lowest guy I'm going to get rid of. You could take Bona if we're going to have this guy that's going to be Hakeem. Nope, we can't give him to you because we have to re-sign him first. Let's try Malik Beasley. We could do without him. Nope, you don't want him. Instead of Beasley, do you want Shinpenny? Nope, I can't give you him. What about this center? Damn. We need to get this guy. Ben Simmons? I'm not going to give up Edgecombe. I could give up Queen, but I'm going to take away a 1st-round pick. Okay, there you go. That seems fair. This guy's immediately going to be better than Queen. All right, so we will take Mitchell Jefferson. He's going to be a monster for us, I'm telling you right now. Taking Dave DeBuscher, or some guy with a Dave DeBuscher ceiling in the second round. We're going to send to the end. And those are our 2 picks. All right, we're going to have to sign 4 guys before the season starts. Looks like we have a little bit of a deficiency at small forward. Kelly Oubre is on the open market for about $6 million a year. That's pretty good value for 81 overall, so we're going to take that. See if he signs this deal to take him into his mid-30s. Drummond wants to sign on a minimum. We will oblige him. We're going to sign Seth Curry on a minimum contract as well. That'll take us through our first day of free agency. We get Kelly Oubre, Andre Drummond, and Seth Curry. Let's just move through those. They are officially on our roster. And then we're going to need to add one more guy, hopefully more of a wing, and we will take Josh Okogie. All right, and for player progression, Tyrese Maxey goes down 2 overall, which doesn't make much sense. Maybe he was injured or something this past year. VJ Edgecombe jumps up 3 overall. DeJounte Murray gets 1 better overall, probably from the switch to point guard to shooting guard. Jared McCain jumps up 6 overall, spending his time in the G League this year. He'll be a contributor this year. Kelly Oubre drops down 1. Ben Simmons up 3 due to the position change. Drummond, Champagnie, Beasley all drop. Dembona up 1. Seth Curry down 3. We will re-sign DeJounte Murray. See if we have anyone else that wants to re-sign. Dembona does not want to re-sign because we signed Hakeem Olajuwon ahead of him and he doesn't think he has much job security, and he's right because we're going to be trading his ass if he doesn't want to re-sign. We will re-sign Champagnie on a minimum, or close to a minimum. That is a good deal. And Bona, let's see if we can move you right now. First round pick and Buddy Hield. Does he have? No, he has a player option. That's not worth it. Caruso has a ton of money, as does O'Neal. We will take this guy who's going to join with us next year, and we get a first round pick. We will be running an 11-man rotation of Maxey, Edgecombe, Oubre Jr., Simmons, Jefferson, our new rookie, our first overall pick, DeJounte Murray, McCain, Reynaud, Drummond, Beasley, Champagnie, and that will do it. So got some decent center depth on this team, so should be rebounding a lot. Have some dynamic guards in Maxey, Edgecombe, and McCain, as well as Murray, who we can move. Actually, we're going to move him right now to small forward, and that'll bounce out of rotation a little bit. And we are going to sim to the trade deadline, see if we need to make any moves, see how the team is developing, and I will see you there. All right, we have made it to the trade deadline, and we are a dominant 41-10. Let's take a look at our team stats to see how we got there. We are, interestingly enough, not a top 10 offense. We are middle of the pack in terms of offense. We are, however, the best defense in the league by a significant margin, by about 6 points per game. Best point differential by the same margin. We are not the most efficient from the field. We are top 10, though. In terms of 3-pointers per game, we are top 5. And the way we get there is by being the 3rd most efficient and taking the 10th most attempts. Free throws made, we are probably still not great at that. And I don't care enough to dive into that. But we're shooting about 80% from the line, which is good enough for middle of the pack. So we're okay at that. Rebounds per game, we've fallen off a little bit. We're 7th now in the league. Assists per game, not the best either. 10th. In steals, we are 7th. Blocks per game, we are 14th. So we're middling in a decent amount of stats, but we just got our big offseason acquisition was our first round pick, a rookie. He's going to continue to develop, and we should be getting even better. Let's take a look at our player stats. We start with efficiency first. Edgecombe, incredible, 56 and 48, and that is on 4 shots a game. Same for Maxey, shooting 56%, 45% from 3. DeJounte Murray shooting well from the field and 3, 37%, we'll take that. Beasley shooting almost 50% from 3, just a flamethrower. Jared McCain shooting 44% from 3. Oubre shooting 35. We'll take it. Oubre does other stuff for you. Seth Curry shooting better from 3 than he is from the field at 47%. Okogie shooting 46, 32. Not great, but he's not known for that. Hopefully he's getting you steals. He's not doing that. Maybe we look to move him. Our rookie is inefficient from 3, putting up 5 a game, so he's pulling us down. But it's okay because he's shooting 45 from the field, getting us a block and a half a game, 4 assists, 10 rebounds, closer to 9. But he will develop. He will continue to get better. He's going to be a massive piece. in this rebuild. Champagny giving you good stats, 6 rebounds a game. All right, let's look at those per 36 stats because Champagny is probably not playing many minutes. And so if we filter on rebounds, yep, he's actually our third rebounder per 36 at almost 11 per game. Our rookie is giving us about 12 a game, 5 assists, a steal, and 2 blocks. Points per 36, we have Maxey, Murray, McCain, Oubre. Then Edgecombe, our rookie, Mitchell Jefferson, Andre Drummond, and Malik Beasley. In terms of assists, we have Ben Simmons at 7, Murray at 6, some G Leaguer, our rookie at 5 a game, McCain 5 a game, Maxey 5 a game, Edgecombe with just 3.6. So we have a very dynamic guard core, and then we have this center that's able to dish and swish as well. I think we're fine right now, other than Okogie. We'll look to move him. See if we can bring back the Champagny brother, potentially. No, I think we'll leave him. We'll just try to gather some first-round assets. All right, we have a first-round pick from the Warriors and some, I don't know, some rookie perhaps. It doesn't matter. He's on an expiring deal. We'll take that. All right, and we will simulate to the end of the season. And at the end of the season, we have Victor Wembanyama as the most valuable player. 28, 13, 5, a steal, and 3 blocks a game, shooting 56, 38, and 84. Rookie of the Year is our man, Mitchell Jefferson. 14 points a game, 9 rebounds, 4 assists, a steal, and a block. Inefficient from 3, but he will get better. Russell Westbrook is the 6th man of the year, 15, 5, and 5. Victor is again the DPOI. One of these videos, I will create a player that can eclipse Victor Wembanyama and dethrone him as the defensive player of the year. He's been far too dominant in these sims, and it's kind of getting on my nerves now, if I'm being honest. Scoot Henderson is your most improved player. He does that quite often as well. See if we can get a player to throne him. One thing that I haven't recorded, but I have done before, is try to build a team that can get every single award. So you want the MVP, the DPOI, the most improved player, the rookie of the year. It's a really fun challenge, and I haven't been able to beat it, but I have been able to get close. I think I missed one thing, like either most improved 6-man or maybe like GM of the year or coach of the year, something like that. But let me know if you guys would be interested in that in the comments. I've been interested in redoing that challenge. Clutch player of the year is Luka Doncic with 33, 7, and 10. Steal a game, 50, 40, 80. We are the coach of the year, and we go 67 and 15. We are also the exec of the year. We will be facing the Miami Heat in the first round. We're going to cut our rotation immediately because Miami does some funny stuff when they come in through the play-in, so I don't want to mess around with that. We win the first, the second, the third, lose the fourth. I don't want to do that. Okay, and we get a gentleman's sweep. We'll be playing the Pacers now, who we beat in 1-0. Okay, so win the third, fourth. Please end it. Okay, there we go. We are in the conference finals against the Detroit Pistons. Typically, they're a team that scores more in the paint, so I'm going to protect the paint, make that quick change. Sim through game, we win 1, lose the second, lose the third, win the fourth, win the fifth. And just like that, we are in the NBA Finals, and we will be facing Chet Holmgren and the Oklahoma City Thunder. Chet Holmgren leads them to the NBA Finals with 25, 12, 1, and 2, 2 blocks a game, 50, 40, 86. Our rookie is the one who leads us into the NBA Finals with 13, 10, and 5, giving you a little bit of everything, still shooting very inefficiently from 3. And let's take a look at the Thunder because they are a tough opponent. So let's see if we can gain any edge against them in terms of game plan. They are the best offense in the league. Let's see how they are. Defensively, they're giving up 116, which isn't that great. That's Let's take a peek at that. That's middle of the pack. We have a better differential than them by like a ton of points. Field goals per game. They're very good at getting a bunch of shots into the bucket. Very efficient from the field at 6. 3-pointers made. We make more than them. Let's see where they land. They're middle of the pack, so I think we continue protecting the paint. That's what we have on. And maybe we shorten the rotation. Right now we have 10. Let's see who our 10th man is. Malik Beasley. I want to keep Drummond in because he gets a ridiculous amount of rebounds per 36. So let's try this out. Do game 1. We win. Game 2, we lose. Let's take a look at these box scores. Oh my god, what a score. Okay, we gotta look at game 1 first, but we're gonna get back to this one for sure. Okay, so game 1, we are defensive monsters. We absolutely shut them down. Chet is the only one lifting them, along with J-Dub, I guess, but relatively inefficient from everyone else. And then in game 2, we lose by 1 point, 152 to 151. There is an overtime period where we each scored 30 points, which is insane. I'm assuming that was like 2 or 3 overtimes. It must have been. So pretty equally matched opponents. We lose a heartbreaker overtime battle to them. Chet Holmgren leads the way with 50, 10, and 2. He has 3 blocks against us. He plays 49 minutes in this game too. And for us, Maxi Edgecombe, our rookie, lead the way. Our rookie has 4 blocks, trying to do everything he can to get us to win, almost as a triple-double. DeJounte Murray getting a bunch of steals, but also a ton of turnovers. All right, let's try to do the next game. We win that one, and we blow them out by 41. J-Dub is their leading scorer with 28, Chet with 20, nobody else doing much. We have Maxi going off for 39, 7, and 7. Our rookie with 26, 13, and 6 with 3 blocks as well. VJ Edgecombe 22, 4, and 1, 2 blocks. We will move to the next game. We win that one as well. That is a 6-point win, a lot closer. Chet leading the way for them. For us, we have pretty equal distribution at the top. DeJounte with 28, VJ with 26, Maxi and Jefferson with 15 each. In terms of rebounds, Jefferson led the way with 8. Assists, McCain was dishing, as well as Maxi and Murray. 3 steals from Murray to his 4 turnovers. McCain with 2 steals, Raynaud with 2 steals. This is that center that we got for Grimes, I believe. And a bunch of blocks across the team. And in year 2, your Philadelphia 76ers are NBA champions, led by rookie and finals MVP Mitchell Jefferson. 21, 9, and 5, a steal and 2 blocks a game, shooting 65, 50, 81 from the free throw line. All right, and we are back. My god, do they have some good players in the draft in this sim. This guy's 85 overall, ranked number 1 in the draft. He's going to be Tony Parker, and he's 19 years old, and he's 6'6". I mean, I think I have to try to find a way to get this guy again if I can. We have a decent amount of first-round picks, but not a ton, so we might have to give up a guy or two. Let's find out what we can do. All right, the Kings are the ones with the first overall pick. Let's see how many firsts we can offer them. Oh no, we can only offer them 3. Is there anyone older? Take Andre Drummond. Take Kelly Oubre. Take Ben Simmons. Oh, that's okay. Yeah, we're completely fine with that. Give me Tony Parker. We also have the 30th pick overall, which we're just going to pick. Well, this guy's going to turn to John Wall. Sure thing, I'll take that. All right, we have to get busy, and we have to sign 6 guys this offseason. So we're going to go to System Match. We're going to find the cheapest guys that we can afford, which are going to all be minimum guys. Besides Joshua Hart, who I will definitely add. All right, and we have 15 guys. We are ready to move on to the player progression. Maxey stays the same while Mitchell Jefferson jumps up 7 overall. An insane jump from our 20-year-old center, aka Hakeem Olajuwon. VJ Edgecombe jumps up 2, becomes an A+ 3-point shooter. Our rookie point guard is the same, but he's an 84 overall to start out at 19 years old. DeJounte Murray jumps up 1, becomes a better 3-point shooter. Same thing for McCain, who jumps up 2 overall, becomes an A 3-point shooter. Josh Hart regresses, that is fine. Clark drops 1, Shampenny drops 1, Draymond Green drops 4, who we signed on a 2-year deal. A lot of the guys that we added to the rotation, or I should say the roster, maybe not the rotation, cough cough, Draymond Green. He is going to be likely traded for second round picks, first round picks, whatever we can get for him. Maxime Reynaud is refusing to re-sign with us, and for that reason, we will be moving on from him. We can get this guy on a 2-year deal and a first round pick, so we will take that. We will have a 11-man rotation. Maxey Edgecombe, Tony Parker, who is 6'6", so we made him a small forward. He will be our starting small forward. Josh Hart, and then our last year first overall pick, Mitchell Jefferson, will be starting at center rather, and he is a 91 overall. Then we have Murray, McCain, McBride, Clark, and Beasley off of the bench, as well as Justin Shampenny. We will simulate to the trade deadline and see how we're doing, and then decide if we need to make any adjustments from there. All right, we've made it to the trade deadline. We are 37-11. Let's take a look at our team stats. We are a top 10 offense at 8. We are the best defense in the league still by about 5 points. In terms of field goal percentage, we are top 10. We are hitting the most threes of any team in the league. We are taking the second most shots, and we are the most efficient 3-point shooting team in the league. We take very few free throws, at 21 per game. We are hitting them at 83%, which is good enough for third in the league. We are not a top... Actually, we barely make it in the top 10 for rebounding per game. We are the best assisting team in the league. Steals per game, not the best. We are actually towards the bottom of the pack. Blocks per game, I just saw us at the bottom of the pack as well there at 21st. So not doing a lot to generate turnovers on defense, but doing enough to hold up, doing enough to rebound. That is enough to shore up our defense, and we're just so efficient from the field. That is what is carrying us. Let's take a look at our player stats. And let's go over to efficiency. So from the field, Gui Santos, who we signed as like a last second guy, like minimum deal, is shooting 50% from 3. 47% from Jared McCain on 4 shots a game. Maxey shooting 44% on 6 shots per game. Clark 34%, that's fine. 37 from Edgecombe, that's pretty good. We'll take that on 5 shots a game. Hart is shooting 40%, even though he regressed, so we'll take that as well. Beasley 39%. Our rookie is shooting 36% as a center. We will most certainly take that in his second year. And Anders Fredrickson, aka Tony Parker, is shooting 50-44 in his rookie year, although he is injured right now with a dislocated right patella. DeJounte Murray still shooting pretty well, 38% from 3, we'll take that. Shampenny 36%, we'll take that given that he's rebounding a lot. Deuce, very efficient, that's good. Worse from 2 than he is from 3, that's usually what he does in the 2K sim. But if he's above 40 from 3, we'll live with it. Most of his shots are coming from 3 anyways. He's got 4 3-pointers attempted per game and 5 from the field overall. Draymond is useless, and we'll try to trade him. See if we can get anything back for him. And that about rounds it out. So let's see if we can get anything back for Draymond Green. All right, we can get a second round pick, and this guy, who we might just flip for more second round picks. And we'll flip that guy for 2 second round picks. We will go to free agency, see who we can sign. We are going to sign Jay Will for a 4-year contract. He's only 25 years old. He is a useful guy who could be a rotation player need be. And with that, I think we're good to go and simulate to the end of the regular season. At the end of the year, Giannis Antetokounmpo is your MVP, scoring 34, 10 rebounds, 5 assists, a steal and a half a game and a block, shooting about 60% from the field, 30 from 3, 63% from the free throw line. He was just yamming on people if he wasn't in free throws and he wasn't in threes. This guy's your Rookie of the Year. Igor Demon is the 6th Man of the Year. Victor's the DPOI yet again. This guy's your Most Improved. And Devin Booker is your Clutch Player of the Year with 35, 4, and 5. There are some guys that are recurring Clutch Player of the Years in my Sims. There's been Devin Booker, Cade, Luca, and Anthony Edwards. Those are usually the guys I see in this. And I wonder what type of stats they have that drive that. I'm guessing that it's probably like shot tendency, where they just take the most shots, so they're taking the most shots in the clutch. That's what's driving this, but maybe something to look at for another video, seeing if we can find how to get the Clutch Player of the Year. And I'm assuming we won Coach of the Year and Exec of the Year because we went, I'll show you guys. We were 63-19 at the end of the year. We had the 9th best offense. We had the best defense by about 5 points a game. Best differential. We were quite efficient. Not from the field. I mean, over 50% from the field, but from 3. Let's see if we didn't fall off. We did fall off a little bit. Okay, we went down to 396, so we took a breather in the second half of the year. Rebounding, we did get a little bit better, 48.5. Still the best at assisting. Steals, not top 10. Blocks, not top 10. And let's take a look at turnovers per game. We were pretty good. 5th or 6th in the league. Taking care of the ball, just 13.5 a game. All right, let's move on and see who we play in the first round. It will be the Pacers, who we are going to limit perimeter shots against. All right, the series is 2-2. This is closer than I thought it would be. 3-2, 3-3. All right, so maybe we go protect the paint. Some silly's going on here. And I'm going to look at the rotation. Yeah, we have 11 guys right now. Let's cut that to 9. Actually, let's make it 8. Let's do Simcast. Oh my god, come on, guys. Nah, I'm not letting this happen. They're the 8th seed. This happens far too much in 2K. All right, let's see what we can do here. Get into Maxi, get a little pick and roll going. Hopefully get in behind him. Nope, can't get that, get the board. Nope. Okay, I might just make it even worse for us. Is DeJounte Murray at... Why is he the center right now? What the hell is going on? Is somebody fouled out? Yeah. Our center fouled out. Our Hakeem Olajuwon. Well, guess what? We have Jalen Williams. How about we put him at center? Like, what are we doing? Maxi's hurt. I don't care. You got to play, man. Tony Parker, please do something for us. Okay. I might even just foul on purpose. Oh, of course, Mitchell Robinson gets the offensive rebound. Yep, we needed to foul to switch up the lineups. That's okay. Would have been even better if we put Mitch at the free throw line. Oh, I forgot. Why is Danny Wolf on the Pacers? There we go, Jay Will. A little bit of a weird shot. Would have preferred you to dunk it, but we'll take it. Oh, come on, man. That was my fault. Shoot it, you bum. There we go. Come on, climb our way back in. Why do they always do this? Whenever like you're running in transition, your team always sets picks on you. Like they're playing for the freaking other team. Alright, we're able to get a stop. That's good. Go, Maxi. Oh, someone's there. I don't want to take that shot. No! Grab the ball, damn it. I'm not going to challenge that. Alright, we got to get stops on every possession because Tyrus is just going to hit those BS threes. What? Dunk that! What are you doing? And where is my center? Oh, thank God. A gift. And I just gifted right back to them. Why is J-Dub so slow? J-Will, sorry. Come on, get that. Yeah. Just dunk it, man. Okay, I'm going to have to guard Tyrese because he just keeps getting open. That's fine. Rather have him take it to than get a wide open three. Hit that. Okay, come on, get some stops. We're down 15. I'm trying to distract him getting the pass out to Tyrese. There we go. Just stay on him. Don't look. Yeah, there you go. That's good enough. Good enough defense. Go, go, go. Go, go. Get past him. Come on. Nope. That's going to miss. This is going to be rough. If we're able to win this, this is going to be a miracle. And you know what? I'm also going to change the defensive settings because they always are ridiculous. They never go over the screens. We're going to smother and we're going to deny the ball. Come on, Tyrese. There you go. Right to the rim. And one. That's what we need. We're going to go small but have Edgecombe at small forward because he has enough energy for it. Hopefully this is good enough to get it done. Oh, come on. He just walked right past you. There you go, Maxi. Come on. Okay, we need stops. Actually, I'm going to go for steals. That's okay. Honestly, he's got 2 fouls. No problem. Just get him to put up some BS shots, hopefully. Why did Mitch get past you? Damn, guys. I think we might not be winning this one. But we get a 3 from Edgecombe in the corner, giving us a little bit of hope. Down 13. That's going to miss. Come on. Oh, no. Oh, my God, Mitch, stop. Please. I'm begging you. Josh, get in there. Box him out, box him out. Oh, God. Oh, that was way more stressful than it needed to be. Come on, go Josh. Go Josh. Okay, Edgecombe throws it down. Down 11. 3 minutes to go. We have got to keep Mitch off the glass. Brandon Clark is not getting it done. Shoot it, Mitch. Oh, I couldn't even foul him. That's, you know what, that's the move. Hack a Mitch. Thank you, Deuce. We just gotta get the ball in his hands. That's the problem. Try to leave him wide open. Foul. No, come on. All right, we're gonna have to start just chucking up threes. Yeah, this one's over, guys. Losing 7 games in the first round to an 8th seed. It's always the 8th seed in 2K. I don't know what it is, but the first round is the hardest round to get through every single time in these simulations. Watch, they're going to lose in the second round. Nope. They get to the Eastern Conference Finals, but gentlemen sweep. And then Spurs have an easy walk to an NBA championship. Damn, damn, damn. Okay, we're going to have to make our team absolutely ridiculous to get through. All right, we have to sign 2 guys in free agency. We have Jared McCain on a restricted deal. Hopefully, we don't have to give him $33 million a year. That would be kind of crazy. We are going to sign Jaden Hardy as our other guy. We will get Jared on contract that starts at 30 and ends at 25. And actually, our GM is an idiot, and he just said, you know what, let's just not even hold his cap. Let's just get rid of him. So instead, we're gonna get some guy like Noah Penda. Oh, guys, this is falling apart. Hopefully, our rookies that are jumping up and becoming incredible players can carry this team past a first round loss to the 8th seeded Pacers. Mitchell Jefferson jumps up 2 overall, becomes an incredible 3-point shooter. Tony Parker or Anders Fredrickson jumps up 8 overall to a 92. Maxi still a 91. Edgecombe becomes a 90. Hardy jumps up 1 overall. Hart down 2. Clark and Beasley down 2 each. And that'll about do it. We will re-sign DeJounte Murray, bring him back. No one else has any contract extensions. We're going to simulate to the trade deadline. If we have more than 10 losses, we're going to make some trades to improve this roster because we need to be incredible to overcome an 8th seed. Just insane that we lost to them. All right. At the trade deadline, we are 36 and 14. We are making some moves. I'm going to see if I can get Jalen Johnson. He's one of those guys that just does not lose. He's making $30 million a year. We're going to have to find someone to match that, which is going to be difficult. Let's try to give them... I don't want to give up Murray. We can't do this. How much does Avdia cost? He costs 32 as well. Okay. Let's just see what we can do by upgrading some guys we don't necessarily want. McBride is inefficient. Let's give up like a bunch of seconds in him and see what we can get. Ayo Dosunmu is a good player, and we get a first-round pick out of this. No-brainer. Let's take it. Next, we'll take a look at Noah Penda, some random guy we signed, and a bunch of second-round picks, see what we can get. We're going to grab Dante DiVincenzo in a first-round pick. Dante will get you a steal a game. He's shooting bad this year, but I'm expecting him to improve. He also puts up a ton of points, gives you rebounds and assists. We're grabbing him. Brandon Williams puts up a ton of points per game on relatively decent efficiency. Gets you 5 assists a game. We're going to get him and a first-round pick for Justin Champagny, who hasn't been playing a lot of minutes for us. And I think that's enough for now. Let's look at our rotation. Let's move one of our small forwards to a power forward. All right, and we will sim to the end of the regular season. Hopefully we do a little bit better. At the end of this season, Anthony Edwards is your most valuable player with 35 a game, 4 rebounds, 4 assists, steal and a half, and half a block a game, shooting 50, 40, 80 from the field, from 3, and from the free throw line. This guy's your Rookie of the Year. Dylan Harper is your 6th Man of the Year. Cooper Flagg is the Defensive Player of the Year. Wow, 2 steals and a block and a half per game. That's interesting. Most Improved Player is that guy. Clutch Player of the Year is Ant. Like I said, he's one of those guys that is one of the 5 that they allow to become Clutch Player of the Year. This usually doesn't deviate too much from those 5 guys. Coach of the Year is Darko Rajakovic. Exec of the Year is the Spurs executive. And Jalen Johnson, who I tried to pry away from the Hawks but was unable to, is the NBA Cup MVP. We are actually the 3 seed this year. All right, let's try to shorten our rotation immediately. If we're a 3 seed, I'm not very confident what's going on. Edgecombe was hurt and Desumna was hurt, and that's what dragged us down a bit. Game 1 is a win. Game 2 is a win. Game 3 is a win, and we have swept the first round. The Hawks, I know, like to put up threes, so let's make sure we are limiting perimeter shots. We sweep again. I didn't mean to sim the round. That was kind of scary, if I'm being honest. All right, we are playing the Orlando Magic. Oh, protect the paint against them. We will win the first, the second, the third. See, guys, what the heck is this? We were the 1st seed last year. We lost to the 8th seeded Indiana Pacers. They're not even in the playoff picture this year. And so the year after that, we're the 3 seed, we're worse, and we sweep every single round to get back to the NBA Finals. I don't know what's going on with 2K, but that doesn't make a lot of sense to me. Victor Wembanyama is your Western Conference Finals MVP. 30, 12, and 6, up against Mitchell Jefferson, putting up 23, 12, and 4, 3 blocks a game, shooting 50, 40, 70. Let's take a look at these Spurs because it's tough to get here, apparently, or at least past 8th seeds. So let's see what the Spurs do so we can game plan against them. They have the best offense in the league. Their defense is top 5, top 6. Second best differential only to us. From the field, they are pretty efficient. They're top 5. From 3, they are not top, they're not bottom. They don't take the most shots. They do take very few shots. We will be protecting the paint. And we already have that set up. Let's take a look at our rotation. We are running a 9-man rotation right now. Brandon Williams is hot. We'll leave that then. Let's sim the game. We win the first, the second, the third. You think I'd be happy right now, but I'm just furious about what happened last year. 16 straight wins to win the NBA Finals after exiting in the first round to an 8th seed. Mitchell Jefferson is your Finals MVP with 20, 14 rebounds, 7 assists, 2 steals, 2.5 blocks. An absolute monster. And I think this is where I'm going to end it. So, interesting rebuild. We had 2 championships. Lost the first year, we were rebuilding, weren't able to get it done. Second year, win it. Third year, losing the first round. And then the year after that, we were determined. We won 16 straight games in the playoffs to win the NBA Finals once again. We did move off of Joel Embiid and Paul George early, which is different from how they're approaching it this season. I don't think that's sustainable even for this year, if I'm being honest, but definitely not for next year. Wish Joel Embiid and Paul George all the help in the world because when they are on the court, they're incredible. I've watched Paul George hit way too many middies against the Knicks this year alone, and I can only imagine if he was around all the time, what would happen. Just giving you efficient offense in the offseason, especially when that's the shot that they give up in terms of defenses. They'll take away the 3, they'll take away the paint, they'll give you the mid-range. That's what the difference is in the playoffs. But went a different way, went guard heavy, got a couple of first-round picks, traded up a lot of assets to get them, which may have actually sunk us in that third year. But it was an interesting rebuild nonetheless. Let me know if you like this, if you have any teams that you want me to rebuild next, if you have any scenarios you'd like me to go through. But I appreciate you watching. I really do. Small channel and growing. Looking to put up a video every day if I can. And when I can't, just know that I'm thinking about putting up new videos for you guys. Really appreciate you watching. Think I will see you in the next one. This has been BK Plays. I'll talk to you in the next one.